Uh, so this is just like a random little video here. So I got a little extra money and I was on eBay and I was gonna try something random. Yeah, this popped up. As you can see in the video here, hopefully I don't have to edit over anything. Making sure there's no personal information showing. But at the time of this recording, there's this X15 random Steam Keys game, PC CD Global Fast Delivery Plus bonus, region free. And it's on sale for $1. So I purchased this. And I only did pay $1. And I get 15 Steam Keys. Now, me personally, I don't actually play a lot of Steam games, only because at the moment I only have a laptop and it can't really run Steam games, well, run a lot of games all that well. Hopefully that's going to change in the future. However, I have amassed quite a bit of Steam games, and I just like random, bizarre Steam games, all kinds of weird stuff. I have over 100 Steam games, so hopefully I don't know why you want me to change the color scheme to improve the performance, but anyway, besides the point. Yeah, as you can see, my laptop is not the greatest. Um, but anyway, so hopefully one of these Steam keys is something like all of them is I don't own them. Is what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna put these keys in one by one and gonna see what games come up. But before then, we're going to scroll down here and look at the description here. The delivery time is 20 minutes to 12 hours. I bought it before I went to work, and I'm coming back in the morning to, I have it, so that's pretty good there. After purchase, you will have an opportunity to receive a gift. You will be happy to answer your own questions. Okay. So here's the things. Oh, you get +1, so really you get 16 keys. No, it's region free, guaranteed payback, no duplicate games, no free games, no DLC codes, no demo codes. So it's got to be a game. So okay, so this has no duplicates and no DLC codes. So no, I don't want to change the color scheme. Anyway, let me go hop over to Steam and start putting some of these codes in, and we will see what games will pop up. Alright, so the first game we got here was Deep Dark Fight, and just doing a quick glance at the price is $2.99. So already, this I already have my value for it. But this game looks quirky. Is awaken, defeat your opponents, and arrange the order on this earth. Deep Dark Fight. Okay. So, this is game number 1, and I just realized that it's under the nudity games. That's lovely, so I'm kind of concerned by this. But yeah, okay, so that's the first game. So let's move on to the next one. Alright, so the next game that we got is Degrees. Racing game with 2 modes, single and multiplayer mode for 4 players. This game was released this year. It's another D game, so I'm kind of curious to see if the rest of them are in the D category or whatnot. But it just seems like a little, actually reminiscent of Xbox Live indie games, truth be told. You control the victim machine on the map, which is pursued by hunters. Escape them and hide in the bushes, so it will be harder for them to find you. With each successful avoidance, you will get points. Alright, and what was this price of this game? Was 99 cents. Okay. It says it's mostly positive. Is this game relevant to you in library? But yeah, this is Degrees. It's under the racing games. So that's the second game. Let's go ahead and move on to the third game. Alright, so this game is Before Nightfall. This has mixed reviews. Again, this game came out this year. It's a small survival game in which you will be tested for speed and pugilance. Okay. So, that little trailer looks like we picked up a log there. This game is 99 cents. Okay. It's under the indie games category. Pickle Drugs is the name of the company. All right. Looks like it's just one of your typical Survivor games. And I'm pretty sure my PC will still not be able to handle it. But, alright, Before Nightfall, that's interesting. It's a small survival game. So, let's continue onward. Alright, so the next game we got here is Finger Ninja. Keyboard simulator performed in the form of an exciting game with a pleasant musical I cannot read. Train your fingers in the skills of blind typing, playing an interesting game. Prove the flexibility of your fingers by going through many different levels from the simplest to the most. To the most what? But this game was not from 2018, it's 2017. It's kind of interesting. Right, so I'm assuming we're some sort of ninja of sorts. This was also 99 cents. I'm pretty sure none of these games is going to go over... I think the highest one was $2.99, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm recalling correctly. But this is also under the indie games category. And also reminiscent of Xbox Live Indie Game, which I'm not going to complain about. But yeah, it just seems like, a keyboard typing game. That looks terrifying. But yeah, we will see what else we'll get here. Alright, so the next game we got here is Plane War in the indie games category. Tag, whatever you want to call it. It's got 2 user reviews. Plane War is an old school scroller with pixel graphics and a pleasant musical accomplishment. You control an airplane that must shoot down enemy aircrafts. Okay, so it's like 1942. It looks like. It looks like a pleasantly looking game. Kind of curious if it has like a ending to it or not. This game is also 99 cents. Again, like I said previously, I'm sure none of these games is gonna go over that $2.99 mark. Just a hunch. But altogether, I only paid $1 for all these games so far, and I'm pleasantly surprised so far. So, let's see what else we're gonna get in the next game. Alright, so this particular one is interesting. It's Stickman Killer of Apples. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a store page. Every time I click on it, it just takes me back to the Steam homepage. So that's interesting. But, I can install it and everything, so I actually don't know how much this game was originally. I guess you can't even purchase it no more, which is interesting. You can also take a look at all of the Steam games I have here. It's pretty silly stuff. No VR games. And as you can see, I have Space Quest Collections installed at the moment. I think that's the only game I have installed right now. Yeah, that's the only game I have installed. But, yeah. So, Stickman Killer of Apples. Rather interesting. Alright, this next one is Flow, the Sliding. Enjoy the rhythm, music, and beat the score. Mostly positive. Okay, this was released in July 16, 2017. So nothing below 2017 yet. Only 2017-2018 games, I believe, is the only release date. Unless that Stickman game came from a different year, but I don't know. Because the store page for it doesn't exist anymore. This was 99 cents. Looks very nice, very colorful. I'm not playing any of the sound on the trailers, just to keep me in suspense, I suppose. But it seems like a pretty cool little rhythm game. It's casual games. That's what it's under. And it does say it has a great soundtrack, and it has mostly positive for 73% out of 83 or 88 user reviews. So that's pretty interesting. So okay, got a rhythm game. So let's see what's next on the list. All right, so we got Kinetamin versus Grey Elephant. Interesting title. Hardcore platformer, Kinetamin vs. Grey Elephant, inspired by the stories of one blogger about childhood. Okay. It says it's a casual game, so that's interesting. It looks like one of those standard kind of indie platformer kind of things. That was terrifying. Kind of reminiscent of I want to be the guy kind of stuff. Doesn't seem like it's hard. Just from glancing at this trailer here. This was released in 2018. Crystal Box Teen, 6 user reviews. That's one radical dude right there. This was 99 cents as well. Alright, so, it looks pretty, it's a platformer, which I can get behind. Very MS-DOS looking portraits there. That's pretty cool. So it looks like it is multiple characters. So, that's pretty interesting. So, we got a platformer. Alright, so the next game we got under the indie games is Underwater Hunting. Underwater Hunting, plunge into the underwater world. Your character, a small fish piranha. The glory of these river predators is truly black. River killers, bloodthirsty robbers, river hyenas, sharks. And she always wants to eat. I feel like a sentence structure isn't quite right. But this game does have positive reviews. Out of 31 user reviews, 96%. That's really interesting. Alright, so I'm assuming the objective of this game is, just eat. That's the dump truck outside. This was 99 cents as well. Okay, so far the highest, the game with the most, that's worth the most was $2.99. Everything else has been 99 cents, if I'm not mistaken, other than that stick figure game, which we don't know the actual price of it. So I'm wondering if that means they bought that stick figure game before it went off the store or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. Very interesting. But yeah, so we got an Underwater Hunting. So let us see if we can get any more hunting games possibly. Alright, so we got another game here. The Moon Horns Jump is also a game that does not have a store page, interesting enough. So that's interesting there. Don't know anything about it, don't know the price, don't know nothing. So that's interesting. If I ever get the capabilities of streaming one of these days stream one of these days as what am I trying to say? Whenever I get the capabilities to stream one of these days, I want to stream every single one of these games I've gotten in this video, just for fun. So, I think that'd be a fun time. So, yeah, so that's Jump. I don't know much about it, because I'm not going to look more into it. Alright, so we are back on Deep Dark Fight again, because despite what the description said, we do have a duplicate. So unfortunately, that is kind of bad. Honestly though, I'm not gonna go complain to the person, because at the end of the day, this was only $1. But I do have an extra Steam key for Deep Dark Fight, so if anybody happens to want this game, and wants to send me a message on YouTube, or whoever commented on the thing first, because I don't think any of my friends will want this game unless they say something. So if anybody wants it, just let me know and I'll send you the key for it if you want Deep Dark Fight. Alright, so we got yet another game that does not have a store page. Interesting enough. PSI Project 2. Yep, it's PSI Project 2. Alright, and we are here one more time to say that we got the Battle for the Hut, excuse me. And once again, it does not have a store page. However, it has 485 achievements. Holy cow, that's a lot of achievements. Alright, so we got a game with a store page. And I am very concerned by this. This is under the casual games, and it's simply called 21 Plus. Collection of jokes, mostly positive. That's interesting. It was released last year, 2018. 76% of the 38 user reviews for this game are positive. I don't have the sound playing right now because I'm terrified. But it seems like a bunch of anime-like girls. Doctor, yes, what's the matter? 1/24 joke, 7/24. Wait, what? I might actually be able to play this game on this laptop just fine, if I have to say so. What is this game? I'm just, like, captivated by the screenshots. It's 99 cents. There is a bundle. You could buy 21 Plus art collection. What the world? Alright, maybe I'll do a playthrough of this game. I don't know. It says casual and nudity in the tags, in the user-defined tags for this product, so, that's worrisome. Very, very bizarre, to say the least. Alright, and the next game we got here is Favorite Miner. Favorite Miner is another 2D platformer with elements of survival in which you have to pass a variety of levels playing for a digger. It's mixed reviews. Came out 2018. 50% of 10 users review for the game are positive. It's literally straight down the middle, 50-50. It just seems like a casual little platformer. It's under the indie games tag or category, it looks like. Casual adventure indie simulation. I guess it is a simulation. But it just looks like you're trying to collect all the jewels each stage, if I had to take a guess. Oh, okay. This was $3.99. That's interesting. Okay, so this is the most expensive game so far. Is Favorite Miner for $3.99. Interesting. Alright, so this is the last game out of the list. Cab Driver Commander also does not have a store page, so I don't know much info about it. This game actually looks sort of familiar. I might have seen like a similar game to this, because just going by this one screenshot in the background alone, it looks like you have to park or something like that. Which this whole design just looks very familiar. It's very interesting. Also, going back to Deep Dark Fight, I'm actually gonna give this code to. I don't know if like much is gonna happen to it, but I'm actually gonna give this code to a buddy who does a video game show called Game Center BS, where they play bad video games. Unfortunately, the submissions is closed, but I don't know. I'll send my spare code off to him, and maybe he'll play it. Who knows? But yeah, this has been an interesting little adventure. So No, I don't want to change the color scheme. It's like I haven't asked me this whole time. But yeah, this has been a little interesting adventure where we got through and got different games. Out of all of them, 21 Plus is the most intriguing. And I'm just looking at the recent news where it says new games, and literally in one of the URLs it says Hentai Shooter 2 World Tournament. Huh. You know, I said I was going to try to stream these games one of these days, but I don't know if I'm able to stream 21 Plus. But now I have to go throughout my whole life knowing that I own 21 Plus in my Steam library games. But anywho, this was interesting. It really was. I was thinking about doing a grand total of all the games, but unfortunately all the games does not have a store page to where I can see how much they were. But it was over $1, so I did get my money's worth. Fortunately, we did have one duplicate, but I'm not too concerned by it because the description did say 15 plus 1, so I'm not too upset by it. And I'm just gonna give the game out of the ways. But yeah, as of the recording of this, it seemed like he's only doing the seller is only doing this 10 more times. I don't know if he's gonna keep it at $1, so. If anybody saw this and they're interested, go for it. You just never know what you're gonna do. He also said if you leave like a positive feedback and say I want game in the comment, that you'll get an additional Steam game that's at least $29. I will try that, and I'm gonna attach it to the end of this video if anything comes up of it. So. This might not be quite the end of this video just yet, so we shall see. Alrighty, and this is the $29 game, supposedly, that we got after leaving a positive comment. And it is Warhammer 4000 Space Marine. I am not too familiar with the Warhammer series. I know a lot of people do like it. This one seems a little bit different from what I'm familiar with because I believe Warhammer is normally RTSs. That's the ones know a lot of people talk about. So this one more looks like a shooter. Just going by this trailer here. So that's interesting. Don't know if it's canon to the whole Warhammer thing or if it's just like its own thing. But hey, it's interesting. It's got very positive. And the game was indeed $29.99, so that's pretty cool. I can be pretty down with that. But yeah, so that's this bizarre little video that's that's just it's just bizarre.